off at the red lights. Smoking on power sour. You make it rain, I make it shower. Lightning struck a tower. You lighting candles, I'm lighting flowers. Busting you for an hour. Did it for 10, now we watching Power. Girl, you sliding with him. You in the dark, cause he got no power. Let me show you the light. FP&L, I got tons of power. I came to claim was mine. Muscling niggas, I'm struggling for power. I'm coming up off the hip. For running your lips, get touched by the power.
Fuck as you talk about TV, you already dead. TV is the fat nigga with the wide nose and wide back who always talking facts. Here it is, nigga I put on a classic with
Mr. Controversial.
Mr. Controversial. OLYMPYK the great. Fuck as you talk about.
OLYMPYK the one they hate.
Welcome to the motherfucking channel, brother.
They hate the truth, dog. Like I was just telling Rolo that shit over there and J Money, man. They motherfuckers try to silence the truth, and I understand it historically throughout history. Whenever there was a whistleblower in government, any nigga trying to spare the truth, Malcolm X, Dr. King, they try to silence them. Okay. So that's just the burden that I wear on my back coming through the lineage of brothers like that. So, you know, I wear that shit proudly. And I accept the responsibility, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, but as far as battle rap, you know, translating that energy to battle rap, we just trying to stimulate the culture and put on dope battles.
So what is the truth though? I hear you say that's the truth because a lot of things have been coming out in the groups, you feel what I'm saying? But we kind of like torn what is the truth. We see your side of it and we see the other party side of it, which is Kane. Now Kane stated some things about you that's been like accused of like he wrote material for you. Is that true?
Yeah, I accepted some material from Kane, like 3 bars. In my battle with you, my only battle I ever, I'm talking about, I got niggas like A-Man in my circle for years now. C100 done came through the line. That's A1 homie right there. And for this Power 5 event, you know, I kind of jumped out there for DCEBL, leading the charge for the squad and shit. I done said this on lives and shit before, but not to sound redundant, but I was just trying to stimulate like this team chemistry and atmosphere amongst the guys. So, you know, I was dropping material in our group chat, and Kane was intrigued by my material, so he saw, I guess, where he felt like he could make enhancements at, and he was shooting me little tweaks to what I already had, and just to like establish that chemistry with bruh, being that we already had a rocky past, I accepted some of this material, 3 bars from him, and weeded them into my material for Mike Mike.
So basically, like, I consider that like just fun. So he didn't write like the full material, just gave like, he just tweaked like the back end of a bar or something like that, right?
On God, on everything I love. Yeah, that's exactly how that went down, and even Meech helped me tweak the Mike Tyson shit. I already had it, but he was like,
that's an exclusive too. We didn't even know that.
Yeah, that's an exclusive. I'm just keeping it G with you. I ain't got nothing to hide. There ain't nothing to lie about. Like the way niggas will try to spin it to make it like the defame your characters. Like, oh, I wrote your most fire shit. Like, no, my shit was already fire, and I just allowed you to add some wood to my fire, you know what I'm saying? So that's
I can see where that's coming from now. But you guys like got the group jumping on fire right now with the controversy y'all got.
Study game controversy.
We want to know, how did this start? Who started? You get what I'm saying?
So man, at the root of it all, man, like I think I know for a fact that I've been at the center of this whole card from the very beginning. Like I say, a couple months back when I started igniting that conversation about Battle of the Year, battle versus Kane and Caliber's battle. Shout out to Caliber, he on the block right now. We on 7 block. Shout out to 7 block. To the block. So I started exciting that conversation for a reason, because I honestly felt like me and Mike had the more fire battle, the more you know, anticipated battle matchup and energy, everything around behind it. And so I threw that out there, and at the same time I was making my way at sending my shots at Don Marino and his AOW cast, because I felt like he was hiding that crew around that time, because they wasn't really interacting with DCEBL and BK. So like Pepper there, Scotty, you got your Bone Cars and YBS and certain niggas. Like right now, I don't even think them boys claim AOW as their home league right now, if I'm not mistaken.
Sending shots. Mr. Controversial, man.
That's the fact though. I think YBS like
We Go Hard.
We Go Hard.
Okay.
And one of them niggas Trap. I think.
They got
Showtime. What's Showtime battling out of right now?
Like extension league. I see what you're talking about.
Yeah. So like, I always felt like AOW was like a cedar league. I felt like Don Marino really ain't in a position to, what's it?
For the Florida Awards?
No, I forget his artist name, man. I don't want to call his real name, man, but the other dude, the other one over there at AOW, the other owner, LMS. LMS, he up the road, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like Don Marino wasn't in a position financially or whatever it was to facilitate monthly events, so he just used, the AOW brand to host events at his leisure and discretion to keep it alive. He'll do something every now and then. So these guys do, they probably done discussed this behind the scene that they already had to go and find, other home leagues, or it was cool for them to do that.
Isn't that like helping the culture though? Because if the league, if he feel like you said he didn't do nothing financially, but he's still putting on events, isn't that helping the culture still?
No, it still is. But I was just saying that in relation to guys having other home leagues and not AOW. Like I don't know who's on their roster right now. That's all I'm saying. We don't know who's on the AOW roster right now. So. Yeah, that is helping the culture though, and it helped position those guys, put a lot of different guys in different positions. You got guys that battled on that AOW platform that's in PG positions right now. One guy that don't watch.
Let me stop you. I'm sorry, because but we want to know what happened between you and Kane.
Me and Kane.
Like was it a conversation behind scenes that led? Yeah, it was on the Facebook.
So like I said, I've been at the center of this whole shit, man, and like I've been pushing hard. So recently I was going live and stimulating conversation around this whole event or whatnot, and sending shots at certain people in the culture that are not necessarily battlers, but they're in the culture. And the guys behind the scenes felt like I was going a little too. A few of the guys behind the scenes. Some more adamant than others, you know what I mean? And Dyson Kane, you know what I'm saying? They kind of cooperated against me behind the scenes.
And like it was a double team.
On some double team shit, you know what I'm saying? And like, I'm kind of play niggas against me. Like, man, this nigga's a threat to what we building. And I'm like, damn, bro, like, it might seem like a negative now, but everything could be spent into a positive. You feel me? It wasn't nothing totally out the window. Nobody was hurt behind this shit.
I kind of give you somewhat of a credit. This is why it went so hard for you to be on the card.
Appreciate
I kind of give you a credit of the reason why this is happening.
Because to a certain degree, I don't want to take full credit.
No, I mean, I know, that's why I say I give you somewhat of a credit. Because the thing is, the things that you did to Don Marino that caused that controversy, it caused him to pop his head out and say, hey, I tell you what, since you feel this way, I'm going to show you why I'm not this way, and we're going to throw this event, and I'm going to help throw it.
Exactly.
That's why I feel like I gave you a part.
And like I say, I don't want to say it like, it was designed, but, Don played his hand. Don made a decision to make the card happen, and I feel like it's something that he's been thinking about for a while now. So I don't want to make it seem like it was, but that energy kept poking at the situation and bringing it up, creating a conversation around it, definitely helped, expedite the process, the event or whatnot. So, while that's going on behind the scenes, the guys getting worried or whatnot, I send over a series of voice messages basically telling Kane, like, yo, ease up, bro, stop talking about this shit, it's over with, you feel me? Like, we here now, we battling it, and I guess niggas went to power tripping, and then the power trip just happened, like, now the car happened, and now he at the center of the car pretty much, because he got Cuban on the car, you feel me?
So you feel like he got, like...
So now, yeah, really, real quick, like, it happened, like, instantly, like, it was no more behind the scenes with it, let's work it out, it was just like, yo, fuck this nigga, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. The car happening, and I got power right now, so I don't know what exactly was going on behind the scenes, but a couple.
Now that's how you feeling, or that's what was proven? Because you can have this feeling, but is it proven that? Because I got my word.
Nah, definitely. It's
I got my word from. I'm gonna give the exclusive. I got word when this first happened. I knew what have partake in the back end with the messages. You know what I'm saying? He did feel like he was a threat. You know what I'm saying? He did not want you on the card. because he felt like he was a threat. And a lot of people feel like Olympic didn't deserve it. Now, I had a hand in making this matchup with you and Showtime because I feel like this built a story. Because Showtime once upon a time, he, you know what I'm saying, he heard the stuff you said about Don, and he feel like he want to represent AO Dub and Don. And you represent what you represent. You got to stand on what you got to stand on. Now we got a classic matchup that's going to happen if you live up to it August 31st.
Exactly. So yeah, that's in a nutshell pretty much what happened. And like I say, verbatim, pretty much without saying exactly what was said. That's, you know, that's how it transpired. You know, he got big headed real quick, and it was just like, yo man, fuck it, I'm gonna throw my weight around, get him off the card. I don't, but he battling, I ain't, or whatever was going on. And I just feel like if we brought it, like the energy that we were all putting in towards that movement, if we brothers and you standing for something, you feel me, you don't just turn your back on your brother because you get to tap dance, shuck and jive on some chitlin circuit shit in front of Norbs and shit like that. Like, to me, that's some sucker shit. But
you call him brother.
Talk to me.
When do y'all say, okay, the line has been crossed? Because you said some things about his family, and I'm hearing that he said some things about your family.
Oh, most definitely. So, we on a video chat. There was several members, probably all the members in the group on the chat. You know what I'm saying? Niggas could attest to it. You feel me? The ones that's gonna keep it solid. But it got to the point in the conversation where it's like, man, I'm sitting there and I'm just being insulted at this point. Like, I'm just sitting there because I know this nigga hot. He probably venting. I'm like, yo, bro, I ain't finna say nothing. He owe your mama, owe your this, your that. He going crazy, like, whatever. Nigga, like, he don't give a fuck. The disrespect is there because I guess in his mind he already gonna flip the script. Fuck this nigga, man. If he's sturdy, I ain't sturdy. He removed himself from the group. Now Dice panicking like a hoe. Oh my God, this nigga just... Let me go get Kane back.
Hey, man.
Fuck is you talking about TV? You already did TV.
Y'all hearing it here first, man. Everything. Boy, one thing I could say, you standing on everything and you accepting everything, man.
You know what it is. You feel me? Like I say, it ain't nothing to hide, nothing to lie about. We at where we at, and I'm gonna play it raw. Like I've been saying, we out here. We you already dead TV. Fuck if you talk about TV and we out here TV, bitch. We out here. You heard me?
Hey, listen, this the you already dead segment. I asked the big boy questions. You feel me?
All right.
With everything that's going on with all this controversy, we done had a little, like we done spent some time on this shit. And we failed in the really bring up, you got a battle coming up with a nigga who knows how to angle, with a nigga who knows how to incorporate perform. Yeah, he knows how to angle.
Yeah, right.
You done gave this man a lot of material to go off of before this interview. Do you feel like you kind of put yourself in a bind with doing that?
Man, look, not at all. I was explaining I think C100 the other day, like, all my battles, every battle I done had thus far, my back done been against the wall. People been either expecting me to lose or going into it already. So it's no pressure to me. It's already been situations out there. And nigga, when I battled Mike, it was so much shit out there. Mike came prepared. Mike, and like I say, not saying that I beat him or nothing. Like, I'm just saying, like, well, he came with his shit and it still was a classic battle. You feel me? This nigga came with paperwork, homework. He done did his homework on a nigga business, and you feel me? A man broke your jaw, even though that's a false story, but still,
that is false.
That's very much so false. Like that.
You got that exclusive too.
Dog, like, I never was out here with the Wyatt game, bro. I was always on the scene, but I'm just.
He didn't say break it. He said I got into a scuffle. So I want to clear that up.
Never.
You feel what I'm saying?
Nah, we ain't.
We don't want a man on the group cussing and fussing again.
Let me ask this another question, man. Why do you love the villain role so much?
Because nobody really is willing to play it, and if they are, they don't play it right. I guess, you know, that's just like, my whole thing is, I think we call it the villain role because I look at it like this, and I don't want to offend nobody, but this is really how I visualize it. My whole life, from the cows and a herd of sheep, and then you got the lone wolf or the lone, you feel me, coyote or whatever it is, or the lone fox doing his own thing, or the gazelle or whatever, the lion doing, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like everybody could be doing one thing, you feel me, and I don't want to conform to what everybody doing. And that's just how, basically, I just feel, when I'm comfortable, I don't feel comfortable, you feel me? You feel me? So it's just like, it ain't nothing, it ain't even that, it's just, I really have these opposing, challenging thoughts and opposite ideas, and I feel strong about it just like people feel strong about their ideas. So and it just comes to that point where it's like, oh my God, this guy's so evil, and it's not. It's just like he's unapologetic about his approach and opinion. You feel me? Talk to me though. What else?
That's dope.
I mean, but listen though, like, are you mentally prepared for this battle with all these distractions that's happening? Because y'all going through some heavy promo. Y'all not even battling each other. Is that even gonna be a battle later on?
Would you take that battle?
I don't even think it's been heavy promo because he ain't really been quiet. He just popped out today. Like,
No. We talking about you and Kane. You and Kane. Is this a future matchup that's gonna happen, or is it just, you know, niggas falling out and it's dead after that?
Look, man, I'm a player, man. I'm always I'm a businessman first, so I'm always open to talking shit out and, you know, just getting to the root of it and moving forward, like business wise. But if he feel like it's far beyond the you know, terms of repair of something like that, then it's just where it's at, and I'm gonna play the role that I gotta play in that situation. So if it is a possible battle, I'm up for it, because at the end of the day, this is a battle rap platform. It happened on a battle rap platform. It all stemmed from battle rap. So at the end of the day, if we not rocking with each other on the same team no more, I think the only logical shit to do would be the battle to settle this shit once for all. Like, who the better lyricist, performer, energy wise, who gonna come with it? You feel me? And I'm up for the challenge. You feel me? Especially now in this situation, because it's like, I know they pushing him as like the lead front runner or the golden boy, golden girl of the league right now. So it's like, it's between him and La G. Who the baddest bitch in the league right now? I guess
you already did.
TV. Fuck is you talking about?
That's how they pushing
this
it right
shit
now.
we talk on this channel. You gotta be prepared to understand. We talk.
Shout out to La G though. Shout out to La G, Lady Gatekeeper. But like I say, if he one of the front runners, I'm a competitor. Shit, I think I'm probably one of the #1 contenders. I know that people gonna say I need to get a couple more battles under my belt, and I'm with that. I'm cool, and that's why we doing this Showtime shit. We gonna get this out the way, and we're gonna talk about whatever's next after that. But Kane could be next.
That's what's up, man. I appreciate you for
I ain't
coming,
ducking
man.
no smoke.
Hey,
look, man.
Tell us about the projects. I'm sorry to cut you off, brother. But
Fact. We're gonna talk about that, man. Shit, I just came back from Atlanta. I did 4-5 days, maybe like 4 days in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? On the road, having a good time, plugging in with people. Just came back from Tampa today. I was up in Tampa early this morning, stopped in Fort Myers. I was in these niggas' hood. I was in Showtime. I was in North Fort Myers though. I ain't gonna say I was in his hood. I don't know. He probably South Fort Myers or something like that, but I was out that way, and everywhere I'm going, I got my flyers, my posters, my business cards and shit, and we pushing these scenes. Fact, like Master P, them boys was back in the day out the trunk with it. And you know, we got that No Pain, No Gain single, Tyvee 305 out, reproduced by OLYMPYK, me. You know what I'm saying? Betty Wright Classic. Be on the lookout. It's out right now on all major streaming platforms. And Torn Volume 2. My project, I just dropped the Feed the Streets right quick, and I'm working on a whole all original produced by me. That last project it was produced by me. Like, I put the project together, but as far as the actual songs, production, it wasn't my production, but it's still a lit project. It's some bangers on there y'all need to check out. Cashed Out, Dot By.
We're gonna play something for the channel. You know what I'm saying?
You've been saying that shit for like 2 weeks. You've been pushing all type of other nigga shit.
Listen.
I'm like,
fuck as you talk about TV, you already did TV. We believe in the talent. You got us videos.
I got several. We got a lot, man. We coming with it.
Send it to us, goddammit.
And that's what I'm just trying to tell y'all, boys. Like, this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. Like, this is regular, everyday life for a nigga. So it's like, it ain't really like this no major. Nigga just performed in front of like 200 people in Atlanta. I ain't gonna even say like maybe 150 or 120, some odd 50 people in a packed environment. You know what I'm saying? In the ATL, and it was good. So it ain't really no pressure. Whenever my number called, I'm ready to deliver. I just need a little prep time. Even if I had 2 weeks to prep for this nigga, he's still gonna get the worst 4 minutes that he probably ever 4 minutes in 2 weeks. Like, come on, let's talk.
Okay, that's what's up.
I got like 3.5. I got like 3.5 weeks. I'm about to go to Cuba on Wednesday, so that's why I really had to pull. I just got off the road. I was tired as fuck. I'm laying down in the bed. I'm like, I see the boy live on 7 Block. Let me hit up Mike. Fuck it. The whole way here, my eyes. I got tears in my eyes just because I'm tired. Like, you feel me? Yeah. But we here now. But like I say, I'm about to be in Cuba on Wednesday. You feel me? And I'm about to prep. While I'm out there, I'm gonna take out maybe a day and a half. and go to the Hemingway Marina one day for a couple hours and sit there and really like I've been dropping little voice notes in my phone, shit that come to my mind, and I'ma sit there and put them shits together, how I wanna phrase it, how I wanna approach the whole situation, the whole aura, and like I say, being at the event centered around me, like I said, I don't really think Fool, he just went live today with his trucker hat on and a fucking Bud Light, you know what I'm saying, sunburnt and shit like that, with the Crip flag on it, and like I said,
you already did TV, bro.
Like I say, my real official loc, like they like lightweight pressing that shit right now. Them niggas hitting me like, hold up, who Fool? Like, hold up, we gotta come check that shit. So, you feel me? Like I say, I don't bang nothing, but I'm an OG. I'm a G out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? I'm a mover.
We want to get you there for August 31st, brother.
Nah, we gonna get there.
August 31st. Make sure it go down, man. Dade County Elite. Go get your tickets on Eventbrite. $30 at the door. Olympic Raymond's, Olympic the Great versus Showtime. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure y'all follow my guy on all your social media platforms.
At Olympic Raymond's, OLYMPYK on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and the other Facebook. My battle rap Facebook account is Olympic the Great, DA Great. So, you know, follow me on that. Facts, that's it. I think that's about it.
Fuck is you talking about TV? You already did TV, man. That's the fat nigga with the wide nose and wide back who always talking facts.
Yeah, here, Mike, my nigga. YS, man. We ain't talking about that YS battle. That's for another interview.